We set the trends, bringing it in cash. I'ma have to call my account to make sure the shit came in. It's just me and my gang.
Yo, what's good? It's Charlie Brown back with another video. Thank you for watching my last video. I know I've been MIA. I apologize. I've been kind of busy, with juggling 2 jobs. I got a 2-year-old, and I'm actually in the process of starting my business in 2K22. So I've been kind of busy, but I promise to, start bringing more videos this next year, this coming year. I'm probably gonna do like 1 to 2 videos a week. And actually, in fact, if this video gets 2,000 likes in 2 weeks, I'll probably just put out more content until the end of the year. But if you haven't seen my last video, I highly recommend watching the last video. As you can tell by the title, this is part 2. A few people actually made money off of the first video. So if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. You won't regret it. But basically today, I just want to share the fundamental aspects of trading. So I know in the first video, I was basically talking about the technical aspects of my US30 strategy. But today I just want to share some of the websites that I use to find out the fundamentals of what's basically going on in the market at the time. So fundamentals just basically means like the news, and basically gives you an idea of where the market may head. So let me just get right into it. Let me stop beating around the bush. So the first website that I use is called forexfactory.com. So I come to this website and it basically gives me all the news for the week. I usually use this for Forex. So whenever I'm trading GJ or USD, JPY, or whatever Forex pair that I'm trading, I usually come here for the news. As you can see, some of the pairs are listed up here at the top, and the current change in movement, so how many pips they move for the day. So it looks like Euro USD actually recently went negative 41 pips. This is the percentage change within 24 hours. And right here, this section here is basically the news. So when I come to forexfactory.com, the first thing I do is I click on the filter tab, and I usually go by the most impacted news, which is highlighted by the red folder and the orange folder. And you can also select which currencies you want to see news for and the type of news events that happen within the market. So I just select my filters, apply them, and this is just for today, December 14th. So as you can see today, there was PPI news for the USD dollar, and you can just click this little folder and it gives you more details of what it means and what it's measuring and things like that, and a comparison to the previous month as well. And yeah, this is basically what I do to get an idea of what's going on in the market to align with my technical analysis. And right here, you can see there are some news articles, some news stories. They have some forums, and another thing on here is the trade section. And this is basically giving you an idea of the buys in the market currently. So as you can see, like 54% of the traders believe GBP USD is bullish compared to the bears in the market. And all of this isn't exact or a guarantee. This is just like an additional confirmation or confluence to your overall trading plan. So yeah, this is, they also have news events. Sometimes they'll come out with surprise news early in the morning. It's indicated by, you see like right here is breaking news. And once again, it's indicated by the folders of the impact that news may have on the current pair or an economy for a country. So this is a good resource that I use for my fundamentals. And for US30, one of the websites that I use is CNBC.com. So when you go to CNBC.com, the homepage looks something like this. And all I do is I select the markets tab and I go to the US markets. And then as you can see, they have the Dow 30, which is the US 30. So if you watched the first video, you probably heard me say that the index is made up of the top 30 companies in the US. So this is all of the companies listed right here. So a thing that I do is I select the percentage change, and basically this gives me an indicator of the what companies are red for the day or what companies are green for the day. So when I wake up around 7, or 8 o'clock, I usually check this, but before market open, I also like to check this to make sure it's in alignment with my technical analysis. So if you take a look at this, and if I see that the majority of the companies, I would say like anywhere from 20 to 25 of them are bearish, which is red for the day, then that would basically give me an additional confirmation for my trade on that day. So if I'm looking at the chart and I see that there's sells for the day, or it looks like there's a potential sell for the day, and I see that on CNBC.com, the majority of the companies are red, then that's like giving me more motivation to take the sells. So it's not always exact, or it's not like always perfect, but say like 15 of the companies are red and 15, like it looks like right now, 15 are green. Most likely the market's going to consolidate, which means it's going to range and it's going to just go side by side and not really make clear movements. But if the majority of the companies, I would say 20 to 25 are bullish or green, then there's a higher chance that the market's going to go up, and the opposite for if it's red. So this is one of the cheat codes that I have for looking at the markets. Looking at the index US30. It's a great indicator, and I would highly recommend it if you're trading. And yeah, that's basically the two websites that I use for my fundamentals. So before I end the video, I just want to go over US30 real quick. So today, when the market opened, it was the majority of these companies were green. So there was like a spike as soon as the market opened, and then it eventually went bearish again after the company started doing this, what it's doing right now currently, which half are red and half are green. But like I said, it's not an exact science. It's probabilities. So you can use this as a reference if you want. But if you're looking at US30 right now, you can see that it recently tested a level of resistance, and now it looks like it rejected and it broke the previous day's. This is the daily time frame, so it broke the previous day's low, and it continued going bearish. But it looks like it's reaching this level of support if you look left. So I'm gonna just mark this out. So right now it kind of looks like it's in a range, this huge range right here. But let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see it much more clear. These are the levels of support where price tested and it rejected and it bounced back up. And this is the most recent level of resistance on the 4-hour. So let's go down to the 1-hour and fix these lines even, or these lines of support and resistance even more. So yeah, right now it just looks like it's in a range. And like I said, if you look at this, half of the companies are red and half are green. So it makes sense that the price is currently ranging. I wouldn't recommend taking a trade within this range. If you were to take a trade, I would just wait for it to break the structure and head down to the previous level of resistance on the downside and also on the upside. But I also see that there's like a small level of consolidation right here. Where it looks like price has tested this level repeatedly, but rejected. So yeah, if you zoom in within this range, you can take a trade. I wouldn't recommend it because we are in fourth quarter and it's also the last month of the year. And a lot of people are kind of liquidating positions for tax time, and a lot of people are on vacation. So there isn't that much volume in the market to make any major moves. But if you want to look for a trade within this range, I would recommend waiting until it breaks this level of resistance where price tested it, rejected 3 times. I would just wait for it to break and then retest and then continue up. And probably I would set the target to like right here, because if you look left, there was some kind of like consolidation, or there was some like, some consolidation where price had a difficult time going down or getting past this area. So I would just make my target something like that, where I would place a buy position like somewhere around here with a short stop loss and just let it retest this high. And that would be an ideal trade for a buy. For sells, I would wait for it to break like it did. It did break below, and it looks like it's retesting this level of support that it broke. So I would just, to make this more understandable, I would wait for something like that. So I would just wait for the next candle to open and then break below this previous candle's low to continue to the downside to at least the next level of resistance or support. And those are the 2 trades that I would look for. But right now it is 11:23, and I usually don't take a trade around this time. I usually look for market open until, well, I mean, you could take a trade, but once again, it's 4th quarter. I do not recommend taking any high risk trade. If you do take a trade, make sure it's a small position and that you manage your risk throughout the trade. And yeah, that's basically my strategy. That's basically it. Please like and share the video. I'm trying to reach 10,000 views before the end of the year and at least 500 subscribers. So if you like this content and you would like to see more content like this, please make a comment below of what type of videos you want me to make. If you want me to make more technical videos or more videos about fundamentals, please let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And I hope you learned something new today. If not, come back for the next video, and thank you.
We set the trends, bringing it in cash. I'ma have to call my account to make sure the shit came in. It's just me and my gang.